A pleasant good morning to everyone present here at this event. I am Catrice Thomas, Community Tourism and Education Officer in the Ministry of Tourism. I will be your chairperson for today's event. Please stand for the national anthem, followed by the prayer that will be done by Ms. Samantha Boone, Strategic Planning Officer at the Ministry of Tourism.
Good morning. Can we bow our heads in prayer, please? Dear God, we give thanks to you, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for another beautiful day. We come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this discussion. We offer to you, loving God, the gifts and needs of our youth. Bless them with your guiding grace as they face the challenges and opportunities in their lives. Touch their hearts with the gentleness of your love, that they may know they are valued and valuable beings. Help them also to be positive influence in the lives of their peers. Help them to set good examples and reflect you in every way. Lord, surround them with people who will encourage them and build them up. Grow the relationships in their lives that will support them, encourage them, and keep them accountable. Oh God, keep your eyes upon these young people as they carry in their hearts a great hope. Make them strong and pure so that they can build their tomorrow with confidence. Let them receive freely the gift of faith, accept it with gratitude, and develop it with generosity. We pray that you continue to shine your truth into their hearts. May they hear you in music, see you in art, and experience you through the love and care of family, friends, and teachers. Sow your wisdom into their minds as they discuss deeper issues of life or encounter hardship or difficulties. Weave your love into their dreams. Help them find vision in their interests, opportunities for their talents, and aspirations for their abilities. May this generation of young men and women know love and serve you. Loving God and Father, you have given us every good gift and promised to be with us always. We ask for your blessing as we journey through this day. Surround us with your care and enfold us in your love. Favor us with your presence. Pour out your Holy Spirit to cleanse our hearts and minds and to open our spirits. Heavenly Father, we give thanks to you through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Mr. Alistair Williams, Executive Director, Ministry of Tourism. Ms. Tricia Esdale, Senior Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism. Mrs. Sherna Pemberton, Representative of National Bank, Representative of other sponsoring agencies, Youth Congress Organizing Committee, distinguished judges, moderator, media, other invited guests, teachers, students, and parents, a pleasant good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this year's Local Tourism Youth Congress, our first competition post-COVID-19. We are here to witness a discussion among the participants that will determine who will be the junior minister that will travel and proudly represent St. Kitts in the regional competition. This year, the regional competition will be hosted in Turks and Caicos. We applaud the opportunity given to our participants to create new friendships, network, and broaden their awareness of tourism through research. The Ministry of Tourism understands avenues such as this are a way to involve the youth in tourism sector and divulge their thoughts and ideas concerning tourism and its byproduct. The Tourism Youth Congress is a vital part of the Caribbean Tourism Organization's Youth Awareness Program and is a regional activity designed for the students between ages 14 and 17 years from the various CTO member countries. This year, we will hear from 6 public high schools and the Immaculate Conception Catholic School. We eagerly await the 7 presenters and their presentations. We trust that they have given their all for a chance to be named the 2023-2024 Junior Tourism Minister. However, before we commence the discussion, ladies and gentlemen, let us first welcome Ms. Trisha Esdale, Senior Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Education, to give brief remarks.
With the permission of the chair, I would like to adopt the protocol which has been established this morning. It is my pleasure to be here with you this morning at the opening of the Tourism Youth Congress 2023. On behalf of the Ministry of Education, I extend to all the young people here this morning best wishes for an engaging day of discussion and meaningful debate as you explore ideas on how to make tourism here in St. Kitts and Nevis and the wider Caribbean more inclusive and sustainable. The tourism industry was one of the biggest casualties of the pandemic. Its global collapse led to a significant decline in economies worldwide, affecting millions of livelihoods in the tourism-dependent countries, and we here in St. Kitts and Nevis were not spared the fallout. So, as we examine the tourism sector, its sustainable expansion is critical. We know that tourism has the capacity to attract significant investment, generate jobs, and increase exports, making it an important pillar for economic growth and development. This is particularly the case for small island developing states such as ourselves. With tourism opening up, we must ensure a sustainable and resilient tourism sector emerges in the Federation and that it captures and caters to young people who are the future of the tourism economy. Based on data from UNESCO, there is estimated 1.2 billion young people aged 15 to 24 years old worldwide. This means today's youth makes up roughly 16% of the global population. By 2030, this number is projected to have grown by 7% to nearly 1.3 billion. Young people can play an important role in the recovery of the tourism sector. You can be agents of change and recovery and can be strong advocates for sustainable tourism. Young travelers are often keen to immerse themselves in the local life when traveling. They also tend to spend in the local economy and thus contribute to the livelihoods of persons. Thus, travel destinations must understand the rapidly changing needs and desires of young people in order to stimulate them to travel. I hope that today, when sharing your ideas, that you will advocate for the rebound of the tourism sector in a manner that accelerates sustainable recovery, but that you do so in ways that are inclusive and enhances the resilience of our economy. Remember also that tourism is not just experiences, tours, and destinations. It is, at its heart, people. When we travel, go out to events and restaurants, what we often recall is the people, the service we receive, the manner in which we were treated. This means that each and every one of us is a part of the tourism sector because through our interactions with visitors, we can enhance their experience and enjoyment of our beautiful country. The tourism sector is poised for change and adaptation. We must seize this moment to build development models that are people-centered, with youth empowerment at the heart of our efforts. I hope that today, when sharing your ideas, that you will advocate for the rebound of the tourism sector in a manner that accelerates sustainable recovery, but that you do so in ways that are inclusive, youth-centered, and enhances the resilience of our Caribbean economies. I thank you for this opportunity to address you this morning, and I wish this Youth Congress every success. Have a great day.
We thank Dr. Esdale for those words. The featured remarks will be now given by Mr. Alistair Williams, Executive Director in the Ministry of Tourism.
Good morning, everyone, and please allow me to adopt the protocol so ably established by the speakers before me. The Ministry of Tourism is quite delighted to have all of you here today as we celebrate youth in tourism. We are eager to hear your fresh thoughts, ideas, and optimistic approaches as future leaders of tourism. This competition this morning, as you heard earlier, is the first phase of the Regional Tourism Youth Congress and invites and welcomes innovative ideas and solutions to challenges and issues affecting Caribbean tourism. The competition is just a small part of the portfolio of initiatives that the Ministry of Tourism will be pursuing as we move in the direction of transforming tourism to make it stronger, better, and more beneficial to all citizens. We welcome all the ideas and, of course, the recommendations, suggestions of our young people as we do so and shape policy for future generations. The Caribbean Tourism Youth Congress is an integral part of CTO's annual tourism conference and is a regional activity involving students between the ages of 14 to 17, as you would have heard earlier. CTO member countries participate in this competition annually, and of course, as the chairperson would have said, this is the first one post-COVID, and its main aim is to stimulate greater awareness and excitement about tourism among young people in the Caribbean communities by allowing them to research various facets of the tourism sector and share their ideas, vision with respect to future direction of Caribbean tourism. This local leg is hosted by the Ministry of Tourism to select the junior minister who will proudly represent us at the regional competition. The Tourism Youth Congress is aligned with the UNESCO Sustainable Destination Goals, SDG number 4, that speaks to ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and the promotion of lifelong learning for all. We are looking forward to a lively, energetic, and of course, educational session here today. And we want to wish all of the participants the very best, and we thank all of the schools for participating this year. This is the first time we have all 6 high schools participating, and for a long time, one of the private high schools is also participating today, the ICCS. And so we want to thank all of them, all 7 schools, for coming forward and being a part of this competition here today. But before I leave, I want to offer our heartfelt appreciation to the many sponsors who have come on board to make this event a reality. Sponsors such as the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, Digicel, St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, the St. Kitts Marriott Resort, Kittitian Hill, Park Hyatt, Sunset Reef, KFC, Vibes Beach Bar, La Amiga Natural Farms, Oceans Beach Bar and Lounge, Pro Video Production, and Marshalls. We could not have done it without them, and so we want to express our heartfelt thanks to them for coming on board and supporting this initiative. We started out a bit late today due to a number of circumstances beyond our control, so I don't want to keep us here very long, except to say that your ideas and creative thoughts, again, will assist us as we shape policy for a sustainable and inclusive industry, and one that we hope will be around to guide you as future leaders as we maneuver our way in this tourism industry. With those few words, I want again to thank all of you for coming, thank all of the schools for participating, and may the best student win. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams, for giving the remarks on behalf of the Ministry of Tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the segment that we have been waiting for. But before we get into the competition, I would like to introduce to you the moderator for this segment, Mr. Hassani McDonald. Thank you. Hassani McDonald is a 26-year-old attorney at law who fundamentally believes that excellence should not be an option, it should be a way of life. Mr. McDonald is a graduate of the Washington Archibald High School, where he successfully sat and passed 10 CSEC subjects. Mr. McDonald later attended the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, where he attained his associate degree in humanities with a focus in law. In 2015, he graduated magna cum laude and copped several prizes for getting the best CAPE results in Caribbean Studies, Communication Studies, Literatures in English, and Law. After a 2-year stint in Royal Bank of Canada, Mr. McDonald pursued a Bachelor's of Law at the University of West Indies, Cave Hill campus, Barbados, where he graduated in 2020 with first-class honors. Later, his pursuits led him to obtain a legal education certificate with the Norman Manley's Law School in Jamaica, where he graduated in 2022 as one of the most decorated students. In September 2022, Mr. McDonald was gainfully employed as an associate at Gray's Legal Chambers, a small law firm in Bastia. In addition, Mr. McDonald has a passion for service to others and youth advocacy. He is currently a senior and active member of the St. Kitts National Youth Parliament Association, holding the position of Public Relations Officer. He has played a pivotal role in organizing, participating, and executing parliamentary debates, youth forums, charity initiatives, and its recently launched television show, Youth Lounge with Sniper. Everyone, please help me welcome Mr. Hassani McDonald.
Thank you very much, Catrice, for that wonderful introduction. I say welcome, welcome, one and all, to the 2023 edition of the Tourism Youth Congress. It gives me great pleasure to occupy the role of moderator today for this auspicious event being held right here at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Firstly, I understand this year that we have all secondary schools participating on the island of St. Kitts. And so at this time, I invite the participating students and the school supporters to give themselves a round of applause for participating in this great venture. As participants, you are all lending your voice and critical feedback on how we can develop the tourism locally and within the Caribbean region. As most of us are aware, the aim of the Tourism Youth Congress is for our students to benefit from the exposure from the 3 E's in tourism. That is excitement, education, and entertainment. Further, this Congress will stimulate greater awareness and excitement about tourism among young people in our Caribbean communities by allowing them to research various facets of the tourism sector and share their ideas and vision with respect to future direction of the Caribbean tourism. To my audience, let us encourage and offer our support to these bright, articulate, and outstanding students who wholeheartedly understands the importance of developing our tourism sector, a vital sector within our economy. Today, our judges, we have 3 judges. And I'll start with reading their bio. Firstly, we have Mr. Andrew Cleary, who has a genuine passion for the tourism and hospitality industry. This passion was shaped through studies in the area of international tourism management and hotel management, which paved the way for an impactful career path. He thrives on connecting with people and creating memorable, long-lasting experiences. Mr. Cleary has a Bachelor's of Business from the in International Tourism Management and Hotel Management from the GMIT University, and he joined Marriott International in June 1999. From 1999 to 2002, he served as the Rooms Division Manager in Baltimore, Maryland. In 2002 to 2004, he was served as the Director of Event Planning in Leeds Marriott. From 2004 to 2006, he held the position of Events Manager at the St. Kitts Marriott. And from 2006 until present, he has been the Director of Event Management right here at the St. Kitts Marriott. Audience, please help me welcome Mr. Andrew Cleary. Our next judge is Miss Novlet Morton. With over 20 years in the field of tourism, Miss Novlet Morton is passionate about human and small business development. She has worked in the areas of public relations, human resources management, as well as project management. Having recently retired, she has embarked on freelance writing, which is also her passion. She has a bachelor's degree in English literature and French, a master's degree in mass communications, specializing in public relations, and a diploma in hospitality and tourism management. She recently founded In Touch Writing Services, which involves writing speeches, messages, press releases, and articles. Proofreading and copy editing services are also provided. Please help me welcome Miss Novlet Morton. And our head judge for today's event is Joanne Bedminster. Ms. Bedminster currently serves as the Human Resource and Operations Manager at the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, where she oversees the 360 HR functions of the organization. She possesses over 5 years of progressive HR experience and has worked in the education, corporate oil, and hospitality industries. Her industry expertise includes employee training, performance management, and process digitalization through human resource information systems implementation. Ms. Bedminster's career has seen her practice locally and regionally. She has previously served as a human resource personnel officer at Delta Petroleum, performing personal data management, HRIS management, and other HR functions for employees in St. Kitts and Nevis, Anguilla, BVI, and Montserrat markets. She has worked with diverse organizational structures who seek to understand the strategies they can employ to balance their personal life and their work life to become more effective in their roles. She holds a bachelor's degree in business management and remains committed to learning and growing within human resources. Joanne's passion for HR stems from her belief that it is the backbone of any successful organization. She believes a robust HR strategy can help organizations attract and retain top talent, foster a positive workplace culture, and ultimately drive business success. Audience, please help me welcome Miss Joanne Bedminster. In both segments of today's Congress, our judges will be paying special attention to knowledge of the subject area, level of preparedness, presentation skills, relevant content, and the appropriate use of audio-visual aids. As it relates to the audio-visual aids, students are required to use audio-visuals to enhance or reinforce the ideas being put forward for the prepared topic. The audio-visual aid must be designed, developed, and produced by the student. It cannot take the place of their spoken presentation or delivery, but instead must complement and enrich the presentation and must be within the allotted 3 minutes. Audiovisual aids will be limited to video recordings. Students will conceptualize, script, record, and produce a 30-second informative video using any digital tools or a computer-generated media, example a PowerPoint. Students should ensure that all fonts are clearly visible and that all sound clips, if utilized, are working properly. Participants will remain seated when making their presentations, and the respective teacher or chaperone will take responsibility for running the audio-visual presentation. Please note, in the event of a technical glitch or problem with the equipment during the student's presentation, that student would be given the opportunity to make his or her presentation again without any penalties. Also, joining us for today's proceedings, we have Jonil Harvey as our timekeeper. If you can raise your hand, please. She will be recording the times for the various presentations. In the prepared segment, each student will be given 3 minutes to express his or her ideas on the chosen topic. When there is 1 minute remaining, our timer will indicate with a ring of the bell. Demonstrate, please. When your time has been fully expired, our timer will ring the bell continuously and indicate that time is up. Demonstrate. This is important because students will be penalized for speeches that go over the allotted time. 0 to 15 seconds, 0 points. 16 to 20, 1 second, let me confirm that. 16 to 30 seconds, 2 points. 31 to 45 seconds, 4 points. The Congress will have the prepared segment first and then the mystery segment. However, at this point, we will allow the students 5 minutes to read and make notes on all 3 mystery topics that are before them, or that will be placed before them now in a sealed envelope. I'll invite Ms. Therese to do the honors. Students, please show the audience your sealed envelopes. Timer. You can begin the 5 minute now for the students to read and make notes on all 3 mystery topics.
One more minute.
Thank you very much, students. There will be no more writing allowed at this point. I will now invite Catrice and Therese on stage for the students to pick their mystery topic. They will write their names on the envelope and pass it back to me. We will start with the Bastille High School.
Question 1.
Question 1. Question 3.
Question 3.
Question 2.
Question 1.
Question 1.
The students have all picked their mystery question. They will write the name of their school on the envelope that was handed to them, and they will pass the question to me. The envelope, that is, to me. School name. The name of your school. I have collected all the mystery questions, and we are now ready to begin the prepared segment of today's Congress. I will first start by reading all 3 topics that were given to the schools. The students picked one topic, and they'll be making their prepared presentations based on that chosen topic. Topic 1. Wellness tourism beyond the norm. Globally, there has been an increased focus on health and wellness, The Caribbean is well placed to take advantage of this by utilizing its nature-based assets, its affinity with herbs and medicinal plants, and its access to alternative therapies such as forest bathing and the ability to use Caribbean foods as medicine. Given that each destination is different, there is always something unique to offer individuals or groups who are traveling for wellness experiences. As Junior Minister or Commissioner of Tourism, share with your colleagues your ministry's plan to undertake a wellness tourism project which will offer visitors 3 unique and sustainably developed wellness tourism experiences in your destination. Topic 2, accessibility tourism. According to the World Health Organization, 15% of the world's population, 1 billion people, lives with some form of disability. Accessibility for all to tourism facilities, products, and services should be a central part of any responsible and sustainable tourism policy. Accessibility is not only about human rights, it is a business opportunity for destinations and companies to embrace all visitors and enhance their revenues. As Junior Minister or Commissioner of Tourism, share 3 innovative ways in which tourism stakeholders and their partners from disabled people's organizations and civil society can work together to provide or enable access, safety, use, and enjoyment to or by vacation visitors with disabilities without imposing unnecessary obstacles. Topic 3, building a resilient and sustainable tourism workforce. The competitive advantage of the Caribbean tourism industry will increasingly depend on the availability of skilled labor as well as a high quality and innovative tourism workforce. The industry is therefore required to create and cultivate a positive environment and peak performing culture where workers can thrive, excel, and grow. As Junior Minister or Commissioner of Tourism, highlight to your colleagues 3 significant tourism workforce issues or challenges presenting, impacting, or facing your country's tourism industry, and share your thoughts on a winning formula for addressing these issues or challenges identified. I will now invite the student from the Bastia High School to make her prepared presentation. Timer.
Kosakis Al, in their book, Work and Well-Being, states that a sustainable workforce is one where the work environment is caring and supports employee well-being. When human resources are used in sustainable ways, the establishment flourishes and employees have the room to be innovative, which is important within the tourism industry, which places a high demand on its workforce. As Junior Minister, I will highlight 3 significant tourism workforce issues facing our country's tourism industry, and then provide winning formulas to address them. In the tourism industry, there is the issue of unavailability of skilled or trained workers. The tourism industry is vast and offers a variety of jobs. In fact, it accounts for 72.3% of our GDP, which begs the question, if tourism is so important to the development of our country, why then is the standard for tourism, why then is the standard for employment so low? Thus addressing this major problem, it would adjust the overall performance for the industry. To attain this, there is to be a collaboration by the Ministry of Tourism, and other private entities establishing partnerships with educational institutions to host internships and provide scholarship opportunities for overseas training. These solutions, in conjunction with educating and promoting the importance of this field as a career choice, would encourage individuals to seek training and qualifications needed prior to employment. This would allow also for the collaboration to show that there is an opportunity to progress, grow, and develop while retaining workers within the industry. The second challenge is the temporary or casual nature of the job in a competitive market where the salary may be low. This is closely connected with the unavailability of skilled and trained workers, as mentioned earlier, since individuals may gravitate towards this industry because of the lack of fundamental requirements needed to enter. To address this issue, we must seek to incentivize and retain workers by offering special benefit packages, such as providing workers with healthcare and pension plans. This will then encourage higher employee retention rates. The final challenge is the lack of or poor use of information communication technology. We live in an ever-evolving technological age where everything has become digitized and allows easy accessibility. ICT is a major winning formula due to the fact that hiring an information systems specialist ensures that updated systems are utilized and are properly managed. This would ensure peak performance in the tourism industry by providing staff with the tools they need. By empowering individuals with the right information at the right time, jobs are completed quicker with fewer errors, eliminating guesswork and shortening learning curves, argues Kristen Oferi Boateng. Additionally, it can help the tourism industry quickly bridge the skills gaps. As the world changes, our approach to uncovering and nurturing skills needs to change with it. By providing a supportive and a collaborative environment, balancing our tourism workforce, and upskilling where necessary, we can truly create and manage a sustainable tourism workforce. And a sustainable workforce will lead to a sustainable industry, and it requires industry-wide collaboration. I thank you.
Thank you, Bastia High School, for your presentation. The timer will now indicate to the judges the time of that presentation.
Bastia High School spoke for 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
Thank you, timer. While the judges are deliberating, we just want to remind the audience to remain silent during the presentations. If your phone is not already on silent or vibrate, please do so now, and please minimize all interruptions during the presentations. We'll just await an indication from the judges when we are ready for the next presenter.
Judges,
We will now have our second presentation by the student from the Keon High School. Timer.
Accessibility tourism, access for all. People with disabilities matter. Yes, they matter. The World Health Organization defines accessibility tourism as a branch of tourism which encourages destinations to ensure that all its tourist products are available, attainable, and accessible by all persons regardless of their impairments. Did you know that roughly 15%, which is approximately 1 in 8 persons, experience some sort of disability? However, most tourists with disabilities are not factored in most, if not all, sectors here in the Federation. To maintain our level of tourism excellence, we must ensure that any and everybody visiting our shores can be comfortably accommodated. Therefore, by catering to the disabled, we can enhance the destination's appeal and its revenue. Top tourism stakeholders, in collaboration with the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Persons with Disabilities, should apply what I, the Junior Minister, have dubbed the Learn Accessible Tourism product, where we first listen to the needs of the disabled, then engage all stakeholders, apply policies to protect the disabled, revamp our current product to include access to the disabled, and normalize our new product so that it will be sustainable forever. In our revamping To merely scratch the surface, in our revamping stage of the Learn Accessible Tourism product, there are 3 technological innovations that will be created, which will be geared towards assisting the blind, deaf, and physically disabled. Colleagues, join me as I introduce to you our St. Kitts Nevis Sound Sensory Scenic Tour device. Taxi and scenic tour operators will have in their possession special recordings played on a uniquely designed device suited for the blind, which precisely describes detailed views and history of every site visited. This device and its recordings will allow the blind to essentially see through someone else's eyes. Secondly, for persons who are deaf or have impaired speech, I introduce to you our Sign and Speech Language app. On this app, the deaf can select options that are identical to the mannerisms used in sign language, which will then be converted to speech so that they can communicate with others, whereas vendors, hotel workers, or any person can use the app to do the inverse and communicate with the deaf. This will be made available to all deaf persons and tourism stakeholders. This completely shatters the communication barrier. Lastly, one of the major challenges for the physically disabled tourist on a Caribbean island such as ours is to easily access the sand and sea which we so often boast about. In this regard, we will introduce our innovative stainless steel sea scooters. This device will transport the physically challenged to the sands of our beaches and even into the sea without having to disembark. This device is operated by a waterproof motor and will be safe due to its ability to prevent tipping over. In closing, the government, therefore, must prioritize accessibility tourism, not only as a basic human right, but also as a critical determinant of the country's sustainable tourism strategy. Colleagues, these innovations will in no way be easy to create. However, I have learned that whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, that he shall achieve. Listen, engage, apply, revamp, and normalize for an inclusive and sustainable future. I thank you.
Thank you, Keon High School, for your presentation. The timer will now indicate to the judges the time of that presentation.
Keon High spoke for 3 minutes and 24 seconds.
Thank you, Madam Timer. We will now allow the judges to do their tabulations. Again, reminding the audience to turn all phones on vibrate or silent to minimize any disruptions during the presentations of the students here today. Those two presentations now make way for the presentation for the Charles E. Mills Secondary School. Timer.
The changes that the pandemic has introduced, alongside technological innovations, have created a world for travel and tourism that looks very different from the one we saw just a few years ago. Shenxian Lian. Hence, it is of paramount importance for St. Kitts to build a resilient and sustainable tourism workforce which would counteract staff shortages and retention, along with the imbalance in the quality and quantity of skilled workers. Colleagues, along with the pandemic's induced changes, there are significant challenges impacting my country's tourism industry, namely staff shortages and retention. Many workers were laid off during the pandemic and were forced to find other more formidable jobs, thus taking their skills and training with them. In addition, the tourism industry experiences high seasonality with peak demand during certain times of year. Hence, a large number of temporary workers may be hired to counter the demand. This may result in a shortage of skilled and qualified workers in certain sectors of the industry, such as hospitality. The hospitality industry requires soft skills, or the ability to communicate effectively with others. It is a fact that the experience of the traveler of the future might differ, but the care and consideration they expect from those they interact with will not. Further, there's a vast imbalance in the quality and quantity of skilled workers compared to employee requirements. For example, many tourism jobs today require digital skills, such as social media marketing and online booking systems, which may not be a part of traditional tourism training programs. Resultantly, the industry is becoming more diverse and requires a workforce that can communicate and interact with a wide range of cultures and languages. Colleagues, in order to negate some of the issues with the fluctuating season, employers are encouraged to provide the existing staff with opportunities for further training or the chance to take on new responsibilities without overloading the workers. According to the Society for Human Resource Management, another viable strategy can be to grant workers a mandatory temporary leave of absence with access to health insurance and other benefits. Colleagues, it is with concern for the tourism industry in my country why I reiterate the need for an inclusive, resilient, and sustainable tourism workforce in St. Kitts. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles E. Mills Secondary School, for your presentation. The timer will now indicate to the judges the time of that presentation.
Charles E. Mills spoke for 2 minutes and 54 seconds.
While the judges deliberate their score points, we are reminding the audience to minimize the exiting of the building during the presentations. We are asking to remain seated as far as possible. Thank you for your cooperation. We will now have our fourth presentation for this morning's event from the Immaculate Conception Catholic School. Timer.
Accessible tourism. Accessible tourism is the ongoing endeavor to ensure tourist destinations, products, and services are accessible to all people, regardless of their physical limitations, disabilities, or age. Many countries face challenges in providing accessible tourism due to factors such as lack of awareness and limited infrastructure. By providing access services, accessible tourism promotes inclusivity and customer satisfaction. For example, tourist attractions that offer braille signage for the visually impaired. 3 innovative ways in which tourism stakeholders and people's organizations and civil society can work together to provide access services to vacationers with disabilities are: 1, by raising awareness. This can be done through social media platforms, websites, and travel guides. Tourism promotion should feature ably challenged persons to reinforce inclusion of all. This will attract more visitors and increase demand for accessible services. 2, training of tourism professionals. Tourism organizations and other stakeholders should advocate for training of professionals such as hotel staff to meet the needs of visitors with disabilities. This includes training in effective communication and personal care. Also, the Ministries of Education and Tourism authorities should promote sign language equally as they promote modern languages as a skill within the tourist industry. 3, implementation of regulations. Tourism authorities in partnership with governments and organizations for the disabled can draft and enact laws to compel businesses to provide accessible services for customers. Governments can offer tax exemptions for specific upgrades such as wheelchair ramps. Governments can also use existing public works departments to inspect and provide repairs to accessibility devices such as elevators. Free or minimal repair costs would ensure compliance with safety standards. By raising awareness, training tourism professionals, and implementing regulations are ways tourism stakeholders can partner with disabled people organizations to promote accessible tourism. This gives an opportunity to gather feedback and identify challenges and to find solutions to address these needs. Thank you for listening.
We say thank you to the Immaculate Conception Catholic School for that presentation. The timer will now indicate to the judges the time of that presentation.
Immaculate Conception Catholic School spoke for 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
We will now have the presentation from the Sadler's Secondary School. Timer.
The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis has taken pride in being one of the top tourist destinations of the world, and over the past few years, we have seen a plethora of cruise ships at our docks. According to Darcy and Dixon 2009, and I quote, "Accessible tourism enables people with access requirements, including mobility, vision, hearing, and cognitive dimensions of access, to function independently and with equity and dignity," end quote. Since tourism is our main industry and a major income earner, how can the tourism stakeholders and partners collaborate to provide an accessible and all-inclusive tourism industry? 1, the investment in beach wheelchairs and ramps. 2, the introduction of braille menus. And 3, the inclusion of a software app in guided tours. First, the investment of beach wheelchairs and ramps for the physically challenged. How often do we see the physically disabled go to the beach and enjoy themselves? These wheelchairs would allow them to experience and enjoy the water, as the chairs are water-friendly and can float. A device can be attached to the chair so that the individual would be able to easily maneuver while in the water, and of course, professional staff will be present to ensure their safety. Second, the introduction of braille menus to every restaurant and bar will show that we cater to the visually impaired. This goal can be achieved by liaising with the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School to get students to create braille menus. It can either be a competition among the students or a group activity to ensure that the menus are of high standards. We can also engage the community by allowing those who are visually impaired and those who are trained in braille to participate in this activity. My final innovative method is a software app that translates the conversation with the tour operator in sign language for the hearing impaired. This app will allow the tour operator to successfully communicate with the passengers by displaying the sign language guided tour on various electronic devices during the excursion. These passengers can now relish in the breathtaking experience of the tour. In conclusion, there is definitely room for innovation, improvement, and creativity in the industry, especially concerning travelers with disability. Stiftung Entrepreneurship 2023. Although many may contend that our federation has little to offer the disabled, it is my unwavering belief that once these innovations are quickly cemented to meet the needs of the impaired, they will continue to come back to enjoy the rich, cultural, and fun experiences. The investment in wheelchairs and ramps, braille menus at restaurants and bars, as well as the inclusion of the software app will definitely boom our tourism industry. I thank you.
Thank you, Sadler Secondary School, for that presentation. The timer will now indicate to the judges the time of that presentation.
Sadler Secondary spoke for 2 minutes and 58 seconds.
Thank you, Madam Timer. The judges will now deliberate. We will now have the presentation from the Virtuals High School. Timer.
wellness tourism. Beautiful crystal beaches, breathtaking natural historical sites, and exciting adventure tours all come to mind when we think about our Twin Island paradise. But we can offer so much more. We are sitting on a gold mine of natural euphoric resources that can be used to remarket us as an ultimate relaxation and wellness destination. The Global Wellness Institute has defined wellness tourism as travel associated with the pursuit of maintaining or enhancing one's personal well-being. Indeed, the world is now more health and wellness conscious, so we have to ensure that we offer packages to them that would make them gravitate to our shores and leave them wanting to return for more. The CTO Secretary General Hugh Riley posited in the 2018 Caribbean Year of Wellness and Rejuvenation that, and I quote, "For travelers who focus on renewing body and spirit, the options are virtually endless," end quote. And our federation is poised to offer wellness tourism beyond the norm. Thus, as Junior Minister of Tourism, my innovative ideas, which include the natural hot spring, Averde treatments, yoga, and Pilates, will place us in such a position. Let us journey to Nevis and take a dip in our natural hot spring, which offers a unique, peaceful, and relaxing experience and is a perfect compromise between being outdoors and the promise of complete relaxation. These waters are full of medicinal minerals which have numerous physical and mental health benefits, such as the improvement of general health and happiness, the enhancement of cardiovascular health, and soothing skin conditions such as psoriasis, acne, and eczema. Now, imagine unwinding to a therapeutic Averde treatment which treats and prevents illnesses by maintaining a balance in the mind, consciousness, and body. Imagine being on vacation, enjoying therapy on the foothill of lush vegetation of St. Kitts. These therapeutic massages and medicinal treatments are known to reduce stress and inflammation, thereby achieving a vibrant state of being through holistic healing. Finally, picture listening to calming nature sounds as you engage in yoga and Pilates. The retreat can take place in a tropical or mountainous location or any place with plenty of beautiful scenery to provide a spiritual atmosphere where participants can enjoy nature and escape the stress of daily life. Anyone, regardless of age or ability, can participate, making this perfect for tourists who come as a family group. Yoga and Pilates boost physical and mental well-being, improves balance, and builds core strength. In conclusion, my ministry would be stepping into wellness tourism with confidence. This will create job opportunities for our federation. Our local vendors will be able to sell fresh, healthy local delicacies while our visitors relax to tranquil sounds of nature, thus enhancing their well-being. I thank you.
We thank the Virtuals High School for that presentation. The timer will now indicate to the judges the time of the presentation.
Virtuals High School spoke for 3 minutes and 1 second.
Thank you very much, timer. The judges will now do their tabulations and deliberations. We are now ready to hear the final presentation within the prepared speeches segment, and that will be delivered by the Washington Archibald High School. Madam Timer.
Venture deeper. Transform the experience through workforce enhancement. Strive. Excel. Grow. The Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization asserts that the COVID-19 crisis is an opportunity to build back better towards a more sustainable, resilient tourism sector. Colleagues, this entails careful assessment and remediation of workforce issues. Statistics from the St. Kitts Nevis Planning Unit highlights that the tourism sector was the third leading employer in this federation in 2022. Yet, we cannot deny there is a mismatch of skilled workers versus employee requirement. In fact, we lack specialized talent in areas such as concept development and managerial positions. Thus, the perception that preference is given to expatriates to fill these coveted positions prevails. Shouldn't we empower our nationals? Where are the incentives? These are indeed troubling workforce issues. Yes, COVID-19 crippled the tourism industry. Hence, I propose a 4-pillar balanced scorecard workforce initiative. Its focus will be niche enhancement to provide specialized personnel, package redefinition to incentivize the workforce, opportunities for upward mobility, and ongoing extensive training. This winning formula will mobilize a cadre of empowered, resilient human capital immersed in a peak performing culture. Wait, there's more. My ministry also foresees a domino effect by infusing a reach one, teach one training posture that will ultimately trigger sector growth. Colleagues, by adopting this balanced scorecard, we can cultivate a workforce which can acclimate to the ever-changing demands of modern tourism.
We thank the Washington National High School for that presentation. The timer will now indicate the time of the presentation to the judges.
Washington Archibald High spoke for 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
Thank you very much, Madam Timekeeper. The judges will now deliberate. We have reached the end of the prepared speeches segment, and we are now moving into the mystery topic segment. I'm inviting the students and the audience to listen keenly to the following instructions. Students have already picked their mystery question. You, the students, will only open your question when I invite you to do so. Therefore, all questions must remain sealed until the student has been called upon. I will now distribute the questions that were handed to me earlier back to the students. When you are invited to open your question, each student will be given a half a minute to read the question and prepare his or her response. Thereafter, the students will be given 1 minute to answer the question. Students can look at their notes that they wrote earlier. When a student has a half a minute remaining, they will hear the bell ring once, timer. And at the end of the minute, the timer will ring the bell continuously and indicate that the time is up. Similar to the prepared speeches segment, students going over the allotted time will be penalized. 0 to 15 seconds, 0 points. 16 to 30 seconds, 2 points. 31 to 45 seconds, 4 points. Each student presents, after each student presents, half a minute will be given between the presentations for the judges to make notes. Before each student presents, they must state which question they have chosen. Presentations will be in the same order as the prepared speeches segment. Students should not be writing when other students are presenting their mystery question. The audience should not assist students during this presentation. I will now read the 3 mystery questions that were given to the students earlier. Mystery question 1. Caribbean Week is an event organized by the Caribbean Tourism Organization and is scheduled for June 5th to 8th in New York. This event is seen as a tool to market the member states individually and as a region. If you were the Minister of Tourism, what message would you use to promote the destination at that event? Next. Tourism policies reflect the overall development of the country and our origin. As Minister of Tourism, what policy would you present to your stakeholders to encourage growth of the tourism product? 3. The COVID-19 pandemic caused destinations to rethink the way in which they are managed and marketed. As one of the principal destination markers, give 2 examples of initiatives St. Kitts can use to increase visitor arrival. Those were the 3 mystery topics. I will now invite Bastia High School to open her envelope. The time will begin once the envelope is open. It is now time for the Bastia High School to present their response.
Question 1. I believe as junior minister, if we put on the sites and on the different web pages the historical sites with a biography, a background of our meaning, our true meaning of our history, it would then put St. Kitts on the map and show in the organization what the true meaning and the background of St. Kitts is. I also believe that if we make an tourism video to show that the historical sites and the meaning and where St. Kitts come from, its true origin, that we would be able to show the other islands and the other nations what
Time.
we bring. Continue? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Bastia High School, for your response. The timer will now indicate to the judges the time for that presentation.
Bastia High spoke for 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Let me remind the students how this segment will go. Your first 30 seconds will be for reading the question and making notes for your presentation. After the timer would have indicated that 30 seconds have expired, then you will be allowed to make your presentation for 1 minute. At 30 seconds during your presentation, the timer will indicate with a ring of the bell. You will have 30 seconds remaining of that minute. At the end of your minute, the timer will then indicate by the ringing continuously of the bell that your time is up. If you're not finished your presentation, you speak, but you will be penalized if you go over the allotted time. I have given the penalties that would be in place, but I will repeat them. 0 to 15 seconds, 0 points. 16 to 30 seconds, 2 points. And 31 to 45 seconds, 4 points. Please be guided accordingly. I now invite the Keon High School to open his envelope and read his question. Your time will begin now. It is now time for the Keon High School to present his response to the mystery question. Please state the topic number.
Question 1. The message I would use to promote at the Caribbean Week is to emphasize St. Kitts and Nevis's rich culture, as throughout the island's history, we have been a melting pot for different cultures and ethnicities, which gives us the opportunity to have a culture that is far different from every other island in the Caribbean. Therefore, I believe that it is best to use this point to promote the island at a forum such as this one. I thank you.
Thank you, Keon High School, for your response to the mystery question. Timer, please indicate to the judges the time of that presentation.
Keon High spoke for 33 seconds.
Thank you. We also remind the students that the notes that they made earlier during that 5 minutes that were given to them, they can refer to the notes during the first 30 seconds of their presentation and also during their presentations of the 1 minute response. We will now have our third response to the mystery question by the Charles E. Mills Secondary School. Please open your envelope, and your first 30 seconds will begin now. It is now time for the Charles E. Mills Secondary School to present his response to the mystery question. Please state the topic number.
Question number 3. It behooves us in the region, and specifically St. Kitts, to make strategic plans and requisite investments to ensure the sustainability of our tourism industry. Hence, in particularly the culinary tourism industry, the addition of robots that serve and interact with customers would be a great addition, as well as incorporation of virtual reality headsets where you would connect the device and you would see the historical location which would be described in the system, such as our UNESCO World Heritage Site, Brimstone Hill, and the famous Black Rocks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Charles E. Mills Secondary School, for your response to the mystery topic. Timer, please indicate to the judges the time that the presenter spoke for.
Charles E. Mills Secondary spoke for 59 seconds.
Thank you. I will now invite the Immaculate Conception Catholic School to open her envelope with her mystery question. The first 30 seconds will begin now.
Question 3.
It is now time for the presenter to present her response.
As junior minister, the initiative I would use to enhance arrivals of visitors is to use advertisements to appeal to their emotions, to persuade them to arrive to St. Kitts.
Thank you very much, Immaculate Conception Catholic School, for the response. Timer, please indicate to the judges the time of that presentation.
Miss Immaculate Conception Catholic School spoke for 17 seconds.
Thank you. I will remind that once the student opens their question, they will be given a half a minute to read the question and prepare his or her response. I will now invite the Sadler's Secondary School to open her envelope with her mystery question. Her first 30 seconds for reading and preparing her response begins now. Your time is now ready to begin your presentation of your response. State your question number.
Question 2. A policy I would present to stakeholders to encourage the growth of the tourism product is to remind the tourists that through social media about the many things they can experience here in St. Kitts, as well as our beauty and our natural resources. I thank you.
Thank you, Sanders Secondary School, for your response. Timer, please indicate to the judges the time of that response.
Miss Sadler Secondary spoke for 19 seconds.
Thank you. I now invite the Virtuals High School to open her envelope with her mystery question. Her time for reading and preparing her response begins now. It is now time to give your response.
Question number 1. As Minister of Tourism, my approach to promote St. Kitts and Nevis would be different. Instead of promoting just our triple S's, I would promote our hidden gems and local cuisine. We have so much to offer, so why hide it? Tourists want different, so allow them to explore our hidden gems like Black Rocks and our Gibraltar. Allow them to explore local cuisines such as our mom and pop shops.
Thank you very much, Virtuals High School, for your response. Timer, please indicate to the judges the time of that response.
Ms. Virtuous High spoke for 35 seconds.
Thank you very much. I remind the students that the first indication from the timer means that you have 30 seconds remaining. It is only at the end of your minute that you will hear the bell being rung continuously. It's now time for our final response in the mystery segment, and I will invite Ms. Washington Archibald High School to open her envelope with her question. Her time for reading and preparing her response begins now. It is now time for you to give your response.
Question 1. Tourism is of paramount importance. Therefore, as Junior Minister of Tourism, the message I would use to promote St. Kitts is that we are a nation rich in sun, sand, and history. We have no shortage of national treasures, such as Brimstone Hill and Black Rocks. These treasures represent our colorful past, riddled with sorrow and bloodshed. This would not only entice visitors interested in heritage tourism, but experiential tourism as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Washington Archibald High School, for your response. I will now ask the timer to indicate to the judges the time of that response.
Ms. Washington Archibald High School spoke for 42 seconds.
Thank you. That was the end of the mystery topic segment. The judges will now deliberate for that last response.
on this back channel.
So we will now have the judges removed so that they can do their deliberations and final tabulations to determine the winner of today's event. But I would like to invite the audience to give a round of applause to all the participating students. They did an amazing job this morning. Let's give it up for the Bastia High School and the Keon High School. Let's hear it for the Charles E. Mills Secondary School. Let's hear it for the Immaculate Conception Catholic School. Also for the Sadler's Secondary School. Let's hear it for the Virtuals High School. And let's hear it for the Washington Archibald High School. We will ask the students to remain on the inside. We have some giveaways that we will be engaging in shortly. Students that are leaving, we ask you to return quickly, as quickly as possible. Okay, we are inviting the students who are on the outside to come back in. We have giveaways that we will engage you guys in. So if the teachers can get the students back inside, please, we'll be appreciative of that. We are asking those on the outside to come on in. We are asking those students on the outside to come on inside for the giveaway segment. I'm asking the teachers to assist me with getting the students to come back on the inside, please. So one of the things that we're looking for now is school spirit. Now every school thinks they are the best and everybody think they got the best chant. So we're going to start off with the Bastia High School. We want to hear who has the best school chant. So let me hear it for the Stormers. You see? That is why we tell you, we told the students to come back inside. We told the students to come back inside. The bell ring for in your class. So we started with the Bastia High School now. Bastia High School, the ballin. We're going to start with the Washington Archibald High School. So now, I went to Washi, and I know Washi got spirit. So, Archibald High School.
1, 2.
Washington Archibald High School. Okay, let's hear it for the Washington Archibald High School. Now, we want to hear it from the Virtuals High School. Where the Virtuals High School at? Okay. We warming up. Let's hear it for the Sadler's High School now. Sadler's, are you ready? Okay. Then we go into the Immaculate Conception Catholic School. This is the chant. This is the chant? What the chant is? Are you serious? Y'all ain't gonna chant? Y'all need some time? Okay, we can hire some time. Okay, are you ready now? Okay, the team leader say, get up, let's go. Let's go. Have a bit of administrative. Okay, are you CCS? Y'all ready now? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Give it up for ICCS. Run it back. Okay, we got the Charles E. Mills Secondary School. Let's hear it for the Eagles. Okay. Sems is the school to watch. Let's hear the Keon High School, the Falcons. Tal? Okay, Keon High School, them they lose by the fall. Okay, on ain't gonna no chance. You come ahead, come. You win a KFC combo, cause you're encouraging them and they ain't doing nothing. Not you. You sit down. That is how we're supposed to do it. She begging I to stand up and I ain't stand up. Anyways, we're coming back now to Bastille. May see nobody else coming, but I already know. So let's hear it for the Bastille High School. Starmers! Starmers! I not help her in the morning, I come in and have nothing. Give it up for the Bastille High School. Okay. So, I think Sems win the chart competition. I think they had the most voice, man. And they was ready on the first go, and they had the most energy. So give it up for Sems. Eagles. But I is a wildcat. So okay. So I have some giveaways, so I need some volunteers to come up. Don't all rush at once. Nobody want a gifts? What's your name? No.
Zakia.
What's your name?
Zakia.
Zakia. And you're repping the Eagles?
Holla.
Okay. So this is the icebreaker question. I need you to name the school that won the last Tourism Youth Congress. You cannot help her out of audience.
I can't help. Okay. The last school that won.
Ta-na-na-na.
Wildcats.
Is it the Wildcats? Congratulations. You won yourself a KFC voucher. Okay. Name. Come step here. What's your name?
Adrian Wilkin.
Adrian. Which school is the first? Which school present today is here for the first time?
ICCS.
Congratulations. You won yourself a KFC combo. Catch you. I come in. So these gifts, we're waiting for some more gifts, right? How old are you? Well, you're too young for this one. How old are you? 15 or what? So we're waiting for some more age-appropriate gifts for the 14 and 15-year-olds. So I want to invite the teachers now to be a part of the giveaway. If your teacher win the gift and they give it to you, then you win. I need teachers participating now. Okay, so this ticket, this gift is a complimentary Friday night music fest ticket. Okay, see them a come now. Only 3 tickets are going. Okay, so it's one and go. If you get it wrong, you can't rebound. Who was the first executive director for the St. Kitts Music Festival? If you got the answer, you answer it, you get a ticket. Nobody got a response.
Alistair Williams.
He did not get that one. Again, one more try to another person.
Ricky Scarrett.
That is not the answer. Okay. Okay. We got an easy one, buddy. How many nights were the first music festival?
4.
It was not 4.
2 nights.
No.
5 nights.
We got a winner. What's your name?
Winsford King.
Mr. Keynes. ICCS Guy Music Festival. Damn. Give it up for the ICCS. Okay. What? Give the year for the inaugural St. Kitts Music Festival ticket online facility. This one is for you to see Burna Boy. Saturday night, going once, going twice. What year did St. Kitts Music Festival start selling online? Tickets online.
'22. 2018.
No. You have to be at the mic. You can't show the answer from me.
2017.
No. Okay, that one they had. So we got a singing competition. But hello. But you got to sing. You got to finish my song. You got to finish my song. So, who calling up first? I need. Hello. I need 3 persons. We're going to have 3 entries. Eh? No. Yeah, if you could pull it up. Give me the instrumental. Huh? Okay, teachers only. Teachers only. We can hear it. So the other teacher know a song? It is a song. It is a song from someone who will be performing on one of the music festival nights. I need 3 teachers from the schools. Okay. Okay, you come first. Okay. When we only have 2, so we'll work with what we got. Soca night, okay. She requested soca, so we're going to go with a soca night song. Let me look up who on the soca night now. You want a Saturday night? I got a Saturday night song ready. Okay, let's go, because we're wasting a little time here. Let me get the lyrics so I make sure you're singing the right thing, eh? Eh? If you want. You coming up first, right? Who first? Smile, you first? Okay, there we go. Or if you want a student help you win the ticket, you can call a student to help you with the ticket. Okay, she got she students are ready to help her win the ticket. What's the one? Lyrics, 10 points. Melody, 5 points. This is not about who could sing the best, it's about who has the lyrics. Okay? So the first one, who coming up first? Sadler's first? Bastille going first? Sem's going first? Okay, Sadler's going first. So this one is It's Plenty by Burna Boy. No, you don't pick this song. How that go? Let me hear this song. I want the first part. So here we go. Give me trabaye, make you know they shall I.
I don't want nobody.
I'm not hearing any mic.
I want to be sad.
Wait. You don't shout and win. Sadlers, let's go again. Give me trabaye, make you know they shall I.
I don't want nobody to say my
I can't hear them there. Next person. Who going first? Come, Washi, come. No, we only need, I want to hear it in the mic. No, you can't use your phone. Let me go. Hey, be Java, yeah, make you know that shall I.
I don't want nobody to give my love away. In the
You don't got any lyrics. Full points for melody, 0 points for lyrics. Let me go, Kayan. Come through. 1, 2. Baby Java, yeah, make you know this I like.
I don't want nobody to make my matter care. For this life a day, I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, but I can spend them on my joy.
It's plenty. We got a winner! Kayan High School going to see Burna Boy. You won yourself the ticket. Give it up for Kayan High School! got one more ticket. This is for the Thursday night. This is for the Thursday. You done went already, yeah, you know win. You got to go sit down. Bastille High School. Let me pull up a soca song. We're going to sing a Destra song, and then wait, let me get his song. Oh, that's wrong event. Oh, good job. Will you give us a clap? I need an artist to come in Thursday. Okay, we're going to sing a Kes song. I just getting my lyrics up, and then we're going to move on. You want a music festival? You supposed to know your lyrics, them who you sang. There we go, wait there. This one is People by Kes. No, that's too easy, People by Kes, People by Kes, People by Kes. There we go, this song. You ready? Okay, the engineer pulling out this song. That's them over there, no? There we go. You know which part I can stop by, you know? Yeah, For all the carnival I ain't sing no hits. All you was right there. Nobody can leave me. She said me singing best part. There we go. I give thanks to the Father. Them that I want on the music fest. And to my supporters. We want another school. I consider all you, ma. Jump up in, ma. People. Come. Look at the phone and come. Celebrate and carry on. Oh. There we go. Verse 2, man. Verse 2. In every feather there was a special crew. Okay. They want another song. Okay, we're going to try hello. Hello. Pull it up in the meantime. Let me get my lyrics. Yeah, come. If you're gonna be in this song, you can't be on your phone. So we want you to come, and then there we go. Who going? Who coming up? Okay, virtuals come. There we go. When I stop, you sing. Oh, where she from, I don't know. Drop the waist and go low. We can walk up the place like a dojo. Lord. So what you say? 90 yet, you know. 90 yet. I must get you. Is one person going music first, you know? Wait, let me get the part with this song. Hello. Everybody sing. Are you ready? you ready for it? Are you ready for it? We are.
Wind it back, wind it, front to the back. No, come, I give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love, I give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love, hold me, darling. 'Cause all night we jamming. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, she wins. Virtuous going Thursday Night Festival. That was the end of the giveaways. I don't have no more tickets. That was the end of the giveaways.
Hello.
Okay, we are back to the formalities of it all, and we will invite the head judge to give her deliberations and the scores for this morning's event. So please welcome the head judge to give her comments.
A pleasant good afternoon to everyone here. Kindly allow me to adopt the protocol that has been established by those before me. Okay. Can you hear me better? Okay. Great. Okay, so I think that we can all say that it was a very eventful day. We enjoyed all the presentations, and before we go into the final scores, we're just going to give a bit of feedback. So, I will begin. We want to applaud all students for the research that they have done and the use of statistics that are relevant to our market. We also want to say a job well done for the preparation of logical and well-developed points, and to those who were able to keep their calm demeanor while working under pressure. We also want to say, especially for the mystery question, we want to say a very good job well done for those who were able to develop relevant answers to the questions within the provided time. We want to note the importance of being able to think critically and quickly to our youth. We want to applaud those who were able to acknowledge the tourism product for St. Kitts and Nevis, as well as commend, and maybe because I am from the Tourism Authority, we would like to commend Ms. Washington Archibald High for the use of the Venture Deeper brand campaign in her prepared presentation. For those of you who are not aware of our campaign, please visit the Kittitian Heartbeat page so that you can become a bit more acquainted with what it is that the tourism product of St. Kitts is. Okay. One moment. The Ministry of Tourism and the Tourism Authority stays heavily invested in boosting sustainable and wellness tourism, respectively. It is a mission that is extremely important as the broader tourism industry tackles environmental issues. Today's competition was very heartwarming, noting the change to go green starts from a tender age. Therefore, I must say, the innovation witnessed today reinstills hope that we further push this agenda for generations to come. And before we go into the scores, I will say that the future of tourism is in very capable hands. Let's give all of our presenters a round of applause. So I will state the top 3 performers for this year's Tourism Youth Congress. In 3rd place, with 337 points, we have the Sadler's High School. Okay, my apologies. So we actually have 4 top spaces. So we do know where Sadler's falls. So Sadler's is 3rd place. And in 4th place, with just a 1-point difference at 336 points, we have the Charles E. Mills Secondary School. So 4th place, Charles E. Mills Secondary. 3rd place, Sadler's High School. And 2nd place with 378 points, we have the Keon High School. So do we know who our winner is? Okay, so we would like to congratulate the winner of this year's Tourism Youth Congress, who will be representing St. Kitts and Nevis in the CTO Tourism Youth Congress with 407 points. We have the Washington Archibald High School. A job well done, Washi.
We say congratulations to all of the schools that participated, and we congratulate those who would have placed in this year's competition. In 4th place, we have Charles E. Mills Secondary School. Give it up for them. In 3rd place was Sadler's Secondary School. In 2nd place, we have the Keon High School. And in 1st place, the Washington Archibald High School. Congratulations again on that victory. We will now have the presentation of awards that will be done by Ms. Catrice Thomas.
Congratulations again to all the runner-ups and the winners. Thank you to all the schools once again for participating. We'll now have the presentation of the prizes, and we'll ask the teachers who assisted the students to please make their way over to the backdrop so we can give you your a token. So let's go. Schools from, I must say teachers from the KR High School, the Washington Archibald High School, the Bastia High School, ICCS, Charles E. Mills Secondary, and the Virtual High School, please. Oh, and Sadler's. Oh my, I apologize. I apologize. Hi. Okay. The price is no, not easy. No, just go with him. No, what? Leave this here for last. Go with this. The gift for. Hello. We now have some gift vouchers from our sponsors to give to the participants. We'll start with Bastia High School. The participants who didn't place. The Immaculate Conception Catholic School. Berchilds High School. Chazzy Mills Secondary School. sorry. Sadler Secondary School. Keon High School. Washington Archibald High School. Can the teachers for the schools that please accompany the students to take the picture with the trophies, please? Charles E. Mills Secondary. With the teacher. Sadler Secondary. You don't have to go down. Keon High School. The Washington Archibald High School. We will now have the presentation of the monetary prizes. And we will start with Chazzy Mills Secondary, receiving $300 to the school and the student. Sadler Secondary School. KR High School. The Washington Archibald High School receiving $1,000 to the school and the student. Just so that it's clear and everyone understands how the monetary prizes were done, Charles E. Mills Secondary School received $300. The student received $300 as well. The Sadler Secondary School received $500 and the student received $500. Keon High School received $700 and the student received $700. And the Washington Archibald High School received $1,000 and the student $1,000. That's the end of our prize giving. I will now ask Mrs. Therese Versailles, Tourism Research Officer in the Ministry of Tourism, to please come and give the vote of thanks.
Good day once again to everybody. Permit me to adopt the protocol that was so ably established as I too convey my greetings. On behalf of myself, the Ministry of Tourism, and our partners, I would first like to say thank you to all the students who presented here today. Each one of you did exceptionally well. Miss Penny, Mr. Ponrod, Mr. Hodge, Miss Allen, Miss Morris, Miss Williams-Powell, Miss Ordain, everyone did exceptionally well. And I say this, I echo the sentiments of the judges when I say that we can stand assured that the future of the tourism industry and the leadership is in good hands. To the teachers who assisted with their preparation, we say thank you as well. We have just seen and just borne witness to the outcome of your hard work and dedication. I say thank you To all the schools, the staff, the students, everyone who came to support the students, thank you for coming out. To the winner, Miss Ordain, congratulations on your outstanding performance. Your journey in the role of Junior Minister of Tourism promises to be an exciting one as you venture deeper into discovering the intricacies of the tourism industry and what makes it tick. Your training for regionals will not be easy, but you have demonstrated that you are more than capable to answer the call. To all the runners-up, those from SEMS, from the Keon High School, from the Sandler Secondary, everybody did exceptionally well. Do not see this outcome as a failure, but as an opportunity to build upon a solid foundation that you have already established for yourselves. As you draw closer to this transitioning period into adulthood, this can be seen as a stepping stone for your greatness. To our judges, Mr. Clary, Mrs. Bedminster, Miss Morton, our capable moderator, Mr. McDonald, our timekeeper, Miss Janelle Harvey, your professionalism, expertise, and coordinated efforts have resulted in a fair and exciting competition. To the host venue, the St. Kitts Marriott Hotel, and its dedicated staff, I say thank you for having us. To the Ministry of Education, specifically to Dr. Esdale, thank you for delivering the brief remarks. In addition, thank you for your staff, specifically to Mr. Mulrain and the drivers for bringing the students here safely. Thank you to our Executive Director, Mr. Alistair Edwards, who delivered remarks on behalf of our Permanent Secretary, Ms. Tivana Wharton. Thank you to Ms. Samantha Boone, our Strategic Planning Officer, for blessing today's session. To our driver, to our members of staff, anyone from the Tourism Authority, everyone who has contributed to the successful event, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the media, Pro Video Production, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, Style Jerk, SKNIS. Thank you for providing a platform where we can air this competition. A big thank you to all our sponsors, the St. Kitts Marriott Resort, Pro Video Production, St. Kitts Tourism Authority, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, St. Kitts Nevis and Guillermo National Bank, Marshall's Restaurant, Sunset Reef Resort St. Kitts, the Digicel Group St. Kitts, Ocean Beach Bar Lounge and Aqua Park, Kittition Hill Resort, Park Hyatt St. Kitts, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Vibes Beach Bar, and Liamiga Natural Farms. Thank you for your contributions. Finally, I express a deep sense of appreciation to our Community Tourism and Education Officer, Ms. Catrice Thomas, who not only delivered the welcome remarks, but is the organizer of this event. Thank you again for your hard work and for completing what is undoubtedly another successful Tourism Youth Congress. Thank you all for coming, and do enjoy the rest of your day. As you exit, you will also see that there are a bit of a refreshment for you. And the students who participated here today, your materials are on the desk here. You can collect them as well.